circle back to see if we can get Pat Healey. Pat, are you having
Hello?
any mic issues?
Hello?
There you are.
Hello. Okay, now you can hear me. All right. This question I think is for Erica. There's some pretty significant damage done in the Fall River Fletchers Lake area. On Fall River Road, there's rocks, gravel all over the road, and some washouts. On Holland Road, is a huge washout cutting off some of the residents from getting home without going further up the road. What is the timeline to get crews out there to repair those? And I think the question's for Erica.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks, Pat, for your question. So, Fall River isn't the only area. Again, we have hundreds of those. The smaller ones, it's probably more like closer to 1,000, to be honest, with debris scattered from the water. I haven't driven on a road yet coming back and forth to work with, some amount of debris across a road in the Bedford-Sackville Fall River area. So the crews have been out since it's been safe to do so with no thunder and lightning. And they've been out there constantly, and our roads the work is being prioritized based on a number of factors, but, obviously emergency access routes, main arteries, but then not only that, but it's, roads that cut off into subdivisions and work like that. So there are a number of number one priorities. And it's, again, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to take some time based on the water levels and the inspections and the assessments. And it's just not that simple. So even when the water levels go down in certain areas, we still need structural engineers to be able to look at, items like bridges to be able to see if they're safe to even open. So there's a lot of work. Unfortunately, we just can't give any timelines right now, other than the crews are working as hard and as fast as they can.
Thank you for that. Pat, do you have a follow-up?
Yes, I do. This one is for EMO. What should residents do if they have a flooded basement? What steps should they take?
Paul, are you going to start with that?
Yeah, basically, the advice we would give folks, and there's certainly many people across Nova Scotia that have experienced flooded basements or other damage. The first step would really be to reach out to their insurer, have a discussion around the type of coverage that they have, so they can begin that process in order to try to mitigate any of the damages which those floods have done to their homes.
Dave from Nova Scotia Power, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I know we've had a lot of even our own employees that have been impacted. Several have reached out that have had floods in their basements, and certainly ensuring that it's safe to access the area. And if you're uncomfortable with accessing it, calling the Nova Scotia Power and getting your power disconnected before stepping into that water would be my recommendation.